Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and very good evening, everyone. I'm Sophia Sond, the program manager at the Tech Platform, a platform which you all knows that we explain about each and everything regarding the programming languages, the operating systems, the security which is used for the network purpose for the internet connections, and what are the security reasons, what are the security issues which you face while you're surfing the browsers or whatever you are doing in your laptops or in your mobiles. So we are here you to explain about the VPN, which is a virtual private network, which you all knows. Network in the network security is very important. So this VPN ensures that it is used to send and receive the data in a secured manner. For example, in WhatsApp you do the everything whatever you send is encrypted, which is very useful nowadays. So this will be the whole structure. What are the types of VPN and what actually a VPN does is being explained by Shubham Dumbre with us. So let me introduce. Hi Shubham, how are
Hi,
you?
Sophia. I'm fine.
Okay, so I have just explained people regarding the VPN, what is it is used for, right?
Mhm.
And people, this is a Shubham Dumbre who will explain you regarding the types of VPN, what VPN is, and what is the structure, how it works, how you send the data, how to you get the data in a secured manner, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready with the session?
Yeah, yeah. All set, all set.
Okay, so I have just shared the screen, Mr. Shivam. So all the very best for the
Thank,
session.
thank you,
And
Sophia.
people, if you have any questions regarding this VPN, and if you want to know more about the VPN, how it works, you want the diagrams, whatever you want regarding the VPN, please feel free to ask. We are here to help you out. So get
Yeah,
started. Let's
yeah.
start. All the best.
Thank you, Sophia. Take care.
Sure.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. And today's topic is related to privacy, security. You say about secure connection, network connections, and the topic name, as you know, is Virtual Private Network (VPN). We might have heard this word at some points if you are working in some corporate or some organization. Many companies and organizations tend to use this word a lot, many times. And if you are inclined towards information technology, you have definitely come across this term. But many of us are not aware that how VPNs can be used. Are they legal? This is another major question many people tend to ask. That is using a VPN allowed in our country? That's another primary concern. Apart from that, what exactly a VPN does is something that is not very much clear to everyone. We have heard the name says virtual private network, but we are not able to map out what exactly it does, how it will keep us secure and safe, and whatever the thing is, whatever the phenomenon is. So let's deep dive into this. Let's understand how VPN works, what are the different types of VPN, what is the VPN structure, and which are the major competitors, or who are the good players in this VPN market. So let's jump into this. Let's start with virtual private network, VPN. So the name is VPN, Virtual Private Network. A VPN is a virtual private network. It is one of the best tools to be safe to ensure internet privacy. It provides online anonymity by creating an encrypted private network from a public internet connection. Now, don't worry much. In simple terms, if I say if you're located in Mumbai and if you have to like spoof your location or hide your location, then VPN can be helpful. This is done in order to like probably try some research work, go for some fundamental research, also to like stream some content which is geographically restricted. So we'll understand the features of VPN ahead. So even after being in Mumbai, I can have my IP address of some other place, and it can be showcased thereabout. So that's how VPN will work. VPN masks Internet Protocol IP address. So all actions which are which whatever we do online after activating a VPN are hidden, are secure. So VPN services establish secure and encrypted connections, as I said, and this is even more safer than any Wi-Fi hotspots. So VPNs cannot make online connections completely anonymous. This is an important point to pay attention to. It follows a secret tunnel kind of mechanism. We'll understand that ahead. But if you try something that is not legitimate, that is not legal, so you might face the consequences. So one heads up here: we can use VPN, but be very cautious about for what you're using it. If it is for research or fundamental, you say development purpose, that is good. But in case if it is used for some illegal activities, that is really really not you say taken well, and you would face the consequences. So please make sure that you won't use VPN for any unwanted purposes. And VPN enhances secure connectivity and keeps one hidden while surfing, shopping, and banking online. So by using a VPN, many a times we can like avoid advertisements. We can be very much safe with our banking transactions and all. And so that's the reason people tend to use VPN in order to be more safe in the digital world. That's about VPN, virtual private network. Diagram on the right shows how internet is like in the center, and how different offices are connected using different kinds of connections. And the internet VPN will like have its own layer, or kind of a tunnel, that will help in accessing all such data. So now, whatever I explained in the previous slide, it's like, if I just try to sum it up in a single slide, it's like this. It's like a computer. In between, there's a shield, a VPN, and the internet. Right now, if you're not using a VPN, you're directly connected to the the globe, that is the web. But if you are using a VPN, there will be a shield, and after that shield, there'll be an internet. So it makes an encrypted connection. So you see how the diagram is self-explanatory, and I have just tried to make it more, you say, funny by including Marvel characters, just to like give you a gist of technology and advancement. So this is about virtual private network. Virtual private network is like broadly classified into provider provisioned VPN and customer provisioned VPNs. So now under these also we'll find site to site and remote, site to site and remote. I'm not going much into the deep of the much depth of this, because it's very you say lengthy and boring. So just for your understanding for now, just make sure that you understand that virtual private networks can be further classified into different types. And the major classification begins with provider provision VPN and customer provision VPNs. So the here again, the classification will go to site, remote access, site to site, and remote access. Ahead in that, we'll have different types. Again, different, you say, subtypes, which will help to understand, and which will be having different sorts of connectivity that will help in securing your connection. Overall, it is all VPN. Now let's see how this VPN acts. So for example, if you see on the left, a hacker is attacking. In between, you have a VPN shield. So it won't directly affect you. Any which ways, if there's any attack or any monitoring authority that is monitoring your activities, VPN will like divert it to some other IP address or some other location, and you will be safe from any such threat. So you see the diagram, the red hacker attack, and the government authorities observations. So here you would find that VPNs will restrict any such direct connection. There will be one filter, that is VPN, that will guard you from any such attacks, and that won't allow any malware or any unwanted file to be on your system. So that's how VPNs will work. The first diagram on the right will show like how hackers and snoopers try to jump into your connection, and they try to steal data. But if we use a VPN, the diagram in the below is like the advancement, that VPN has a secret tunnel that allows you to directly connect, that allows you to pass everything through the VPN filter, then to the internet, then from the internet again through the filter, and then back to your system. So during this whole process, everything is traveled through secret tunnel, and so any which amount of information you want to access, you can access it using the VPN secret tunnel, and no one else apart from you will be able to like access it. But now we have to make sure that the VPN service provider is a legitimate one. It won't like sell our data, or you say it won't misuse our data in some manner. So we will understand different options which are available for VPNs. So that's about VPN. Before going there, let's understand VPN features. So first thing, VPN features, in VPN features is like you can view geographically restricted content. For example, if some movie or web series is like not directly allowed to be viewed in your country, or also that many times documentaries and some specific videos just for like research and development purposes, these are not allowed to be viewed in other than the radius area, the geographical area. So in order to view any such content which is like relating to the work, you can definitely access geographically restricted content using VPN. VPN allows you to like view those videos in a secure manner. Then next is unblocking online TV. We have a lot of streaming services like Netflix, Amazon, and all, but there are online television streaming services also that stream live television. And in order to like stream that, you can use VPN. That will also be like that will also help you to like browse the television via internet. So that's how VPN will be helpful at that point. Third will be bypassing the country's web censorship. So as I mentioned, sometimes there are restrictions put in some countries for not viewing some content, international content. So you can definitely watch the content. You can have view the content. You can have a glimpse of the content using VPN. But here again, one important point to note is that it is only valid if you use it via some legitimate site. We'll go to that point. If it should not be like you are trying to use and view any copyrighted material. If you have the access, if you have the subscription, and still if you're not able to view it, then only it is like valid, it is legitimate, it is okay, it's fine. Next is safe P2P file sharing. Now, file sharing from remote access and all possible with VPN. Again, you can share it, and safe point-to-point connections can also be established using VPN. Next is mobile security. So security, as you know, we can be very much safe with our all transactions and all sorts of stuff. Apart from that, as our location is constantly moving in case of mobiles, so we can safeguard ourselves with using VPNs. Then online security to protect sensitive information. Sensitive information as a fingerprint and your iris, your face ID, and all such information can also be safeguarded using online security VPN features. So definitely VPN will block unwanted viewers to access your data. Next is security while using public or common Wi-Fi. Now, this is a very primary concern which I have found, that many people tend to join the free Wi-Fi connections which are available in hotels or probably malls and all. But at this point, we never know if these connections are so open, they are secure or not. So at this point, if you use VPN, the VPN will restrict, it will filter out the unwanted, you say, trackers. And yes, definitely, you will be safe even after using any you say open Wi-Fi's. So in that country itself, because you are traveling or you want to use it for some research purpose, definitely then you can unblock it by using a VPN. That is allowed. Then protecting online identity. Now you want to be safe, you want to keep your digital footprints clear. In order to do that, you can use a VPN that will help you to understand, that will help you to safeguard, and that will help you to protect your identity online. Next is traveling abroad, traveling or moving abroad. So if you are like a regular traveler, you need to like switch to the your secure mode. You don't need to like show everything to the authorities that are monitoring you, or you don't need to carry out data operations openly. So you can definitely switch to VPNs, because VPNs will allow you to access data, access internet via a secure connection, and that will help you to understand, that will help you to garner and find out what exactly you need in a secure manner. So that's about the features of VPN. Next, VPNs are good and VPNs are not good for. So let's understand this in detail. So VPNs are good for hiding online activity. That's one thing that is very primary. Second, making it look like you are in another location. That's another additive. So first thing about good thing about VPN is it is good for hiding your online activity. Secondly, it is good for making you look like you are in another location. Third, it is to avoid content filters. So yes, you can avoid content filters. Sometimes like search engines and web browsers have content filters and all. So you can like avoid those using P2P file sharing. As I said, point-to-point connections can be established. So file sharing can also be enhanced using VPNs, and keeping you safe from hackers when using a public Wi-Fi. That's another benefit of having VPN. Now, VPNs are not good for watching streaming services without a subscription of the service. Yeah, that is very, very mandatory. You don't need to use VPN if you want to stream any unwanted content or any you say unsubscribed content. So VPN is not for that purpose. Secondly, completely like hiding your online activity. That is also not going to happen, because Uh, it depends on the kind of plan and features you select, but you cannot completely be like void. So it allows you to get to the maximum secure zone, but there is you say some or the other point where from where which if someone is a mastermind, he or she can definitely reach to you. Third is blocking all viruses or malware unless it is added. Yeah, so not all VPNs will block viruses or malware. So you need to make sure which VPN you have to switch to. And if you go with the paid plan of a VPN, then probably the security level is also better. So that's about VPNs good and not good for. So that's the overall overview. Now let's like see how VPNs, which VPN competitors who are like leading the industry at this point, who are the ones who are like creating an impact in the security world. So let's start with the very first name, the very you say the leading name in the VPN market, that is Expressvpn. So Expressvpn, if you like research on the VPN in the VPN market, you'll find Expressvpn to be on the top, as it has wonderful security. It has like paid plans. It has pricing plans that are like somewhat good for corporates and big organizations. They have extra layer of security, and yes, Expressvpn is like a very familiar name in the VPN market. Next is NordVPN. Again, the Nord is also parallel with ExpressVPN. It is fantastic in terms of security layers and you say avoiding unwanted content and monitoring. Third is Surfshark. So whatever tools we're going to discuss today are not on the basis of their rankings, but they are on the basis of their use cases. They are on the basis of their features, pricing plans, affordability, their compatibility with devices, and of course about how the use cases, how easy they are to use. So these are like the pioneers in leading the VPN market. Surfshark is also like a very popular name in the VPN market. Next is Proton VPN. So now Proton Mail is like another familiar name which we had discussed in the mail session. So Proton Mail and Proton VPN are linked. The company Proton from Switzerland provides us with this kind of interface, and the VPN is actually very superb. So you get a free trial plan with Proton VPN also, and so you can definitely give a try to Proton. Rest three don't give you a free plan as such, but you can like if you are really into security, cyber security and stuff, you can definitely give one of them a try. Next is Hotspot Shield. Hotspot Shield again is like similar to the VPNs. It provides you all kinds of user filter layers and security, and it is also like ranked among the top 10 in the VPNs. Next is Cyberghost. Cyberghost, again, the name itself suggests that you will be a ghost on the in the cyber world by using the service. So the interface is like very friendly. You can definitely look at the Cyberghost website and try if you really so if it really suits your budget and time. Next is IP Vanish. IP Vanish, again, the name itself is very self-explanatory that it will vanish your IP, and yeah, it will create a virtual private network, of course. Next is TorGuard for online protection services, privacy protection services, TorGuard and TunnelBear. So these are like, if you take them in all the constraints, still these will be the common names that we'll find if we start researching on the VPN market, how VPNs work, and what are the best options to switch for and all. So ExpressVPN, NordVPN, Surfshark, Proton VPN, Hotspot Shield, CyberGhost, IP Vanish, TorGuard, and TunnelBear. These are some very popular names in the VPN market. Followed by them are Windscribe, Pure VPN, Private Internet Access, Viper VPN, HideMe, and Norton. So now Windscribe, Pure VPN, Private Internet Access, Viper VPN, HideMe, and Norton are like the followers of such main primary VPN services. Also, the ones which we mentioned later are like used in some countries primarily. Like for example, Viper VPN is used in China. So the government there is probably allowing people to use Viper VPN. In some countries, use of VPNs is restricted, like Russia, China, and all. They allow you to use the VPN services that are allowed by the governments, the ruling governments there, the local governments there. So people cannot switch to any other VPN service provider other than the ones which are allowed by the law, allowed by the government. So let's revise the names once again. The first is ExpressVPN, then NordVPN, Surfshark, Proton VPN, Hotspot Shield, Cyberghost, IP Vanish, Tor Guard, Tunnel Bear, Windscribe, Pure VPN, Private Internet Access, Viper VPN, Hide Me, and Norton. These are, you say, the even if you give a try to any of these, you would find that they are very good in terms of use cases, good in terms of security, and they almost all of them are like in the paid market. Like they won't provide you a free subscription as such, but Proton VPN will give you one. So if you want to try how VPN works, definitely you can look on for Proton VPN. If you are a company or if you are a startup who wants to keep this data or use prototyping data, research data secure, you can definitely go with any of these and go to the paid plan. Now there is a misconception that should we use a paid plan or should we use a free plan? So see, one thing that if anything is free, then you are the product, of course. So if you see that it's like too good to be true, please don't switch to any such unwanted VPN plan, because what happens that these companies would claim that they provide you complete security free of cost, but if as they are providing it for free, they should gain something from you, right? For that they can misuse your data. So be sure these names which I have mentioned which are in front of you right now, these all are verified. I have verified them from my end too, that they are secure, they won't misuse your data. And of course that there is another market that we want to discuss in the next slide, that will provide you with a lot of free tools for VPNs, and you can definitely try. If you are a starter, definitely you can switch to any of those and use it. The of course, you know what I'm going to start with now, so it will be the open source market, the one which we regularly talk about. So we will go to that, but these are some very good alternatives. Or you say, if you are not using one VPN at this point, if you want to go for some secure VPN, these are some primary names which I would suggest, which I would recommend, that you can switch to any of these, and these will give you the highest level of security. So now next, before going to the open source market, there are some more names which need to be highlighted in this session of ours. So the first one is like private VPN, then it's Betternet, then it's Encrypt Me, then it's Speedify, then it's Mullavad, then it's ZenMate, Trust Radius, Open Connect, Opera VPN, and iVPN. So these 10 names, that is private VPN, Betternet, Encrypt Me, Speedify VPN, Mullavad VPN, ZenMate, Trust Radius, Open Connect, Opera VPN, and iVPN. These names are of those competitors who are also in the previous category, the paid pricing plans, and you can definitely, like, if you depending upon your use case, they have their pricing plans. So there are some starter versions, there are business versions, there are enterprise versions. So you can just find these any of these on the search engine and then try them. As I said, there are no free plans as such for VPNs except for Proton VPN. I did not find anyone else providing a free VPN. They would provide you with a analysis that whether your IP is protected or not, but they won't as such give you a free plan. So now what happens that how would you try? How would you experiment and find out whether VPN is really something that you're looking for or not? So for that, of course, the open source market is for us. So the very first is Openvpn. You say the pioneer in the open source VPN world, and many people use Openvpn. Even I have like tried a lot many times using this, so this is good. The catch with Openvpn is that it sometimes might like lag your internet speed, but apart from that, rest everything is like superb with Openvpn. It has got so many versions. It's supported on Android, iOS, Linux, FreeBSD, and all other operating systems too. So humongous support, a community download, and definitely you can contribute to it as it is an open source VPN. So that's about Openvpn. Next is Pritinil and WireGuard. So these two are like under Pritinil. As I said, it's like there are different plans. So this is a enterprise VPN server solution for VPN. So you can switch to Pritinil if you are like a big company, if you wanna help some big company. And yeah, it's this is again an open source option, so you can contribute to it. WireGuard is again like this player is new in the market, of course, compared to the others which we'll discuss ahead. But from the overall functionalities and features, it is being predicted, it is being said that WireGuard will take over the VPN market soon, the open source VPN market primarily because it has all the features, and that's also with like the open source licenses and all. So WireGuard is a well contender, a very good competitor in this open source VPN market. Next is Soft Ether VPN. Soft Ether VPN is like a very old name in the VPN market, again from the open source category, where similar functionalities and all like are available. So Soft Ether VPN. Free LAN. This is like another free open source option for VPNs, virtual private networks. Next, now LibreSwan, OpenSwan, and StrongSwan. So now you would find one common thing in all these three, that is Swan. So LibreSwan, OpenSwan, and StrongSwan are all of open source options for VPNs, and you can try any of these for like understanding how VPNs work, how you can carry out your research and you say development purpose in a better secure manner. So the open source options are OpenVPN, Pritinal, WireGuard, Soft Ether VPN, StrongSwan, LibreSwan, OpenSwan, and FreeLAN. So these are some, you say, around 8 options for open source VPNs, which you can definitely try and contribute to. And these will help you to safeguard your security, safeguard your privacy, and help your overall, you say, progress, or help your overall research in a better manner. Now the question was, are VPNs legal? This is one primary question that is like searched a lot many times. So VPNs are legal in most of the world, but some countries have either banned VPNs altogether or put complex severe restrictions on their use. So as I said, not like in most of the world it is okay, you can use a VPN, it's not illegal at all. But some countries can have restricted it in like restricted using some laws, and you say there are penalties in case if you misuse the VPN for some unwanted purpose. But VPNs are legal, it's for like securing yourself. Using a VPN is not illegal, as I said, it's perfectly legitimate to want to protect your data and privacy. So you can definitely use a VPN, and having a VPN on your computer and using it regularly in pursuit of enhanced web security and location spoofing is no way unlawful. So it is okay, it is completely fine if you use a VPN in the country which is it is permitting you to use it. And if in some countries there are restrictions, you need to abide by the laws. And still there are some countries like China, Russia, and the European countries which allow you to use the VPN. Again, Dubai is one other country, United Arab Emirates. So these countries have their you say some norms, and you can use the VPNs which are allowed by the government. So definitely, like, you can understand the law there, the local law there, and use it. If I particularly talk about in India, you can definitely use a VPN. The government has different laws and you say restrictions that constantly keep on allowing and banning some applications and tools and all. But you can, like, if you are into cybersecurity, definitely you can use VPNs. And even if you're not into the world of tech and all, if you want to keep yourself private, if you want to like safeguard your data and privacy, you can switch to the VPNs part. So that's not an issue. Just be sure about that you won't misuse it in any manner. It's okay to use a VPN just to be secure, just to like keep your data and you say information secure, but no unwanted use. Please do not use it for any unwanted purpose, because it will like probably disturb the whole data security sense. So that's how I would say that VPNs are legal, you can use it definitely. And lastly, this was like a small short topic, I would say, because VPNs we had already discussed in some previous session. But it was like a very interesting one, and I had to like find out the best options. So I researched from around 50 plus VPN service providers, and I found out the ones which we discussed in the session. So the references are of course some blogs, then Wikipedia, then tech journals, and Marvel Avengers. Of course, Avengers, thank you for like making this presentation more inviting. And of course, I would like to thank the tech platform and my organization Delta Innovators for like coming up together and framing this session all together. Before like going, I would like to show, this is my LinkedIn profile. My name is Shubham Dumbre. In case you have any doubts, in case you want to collaborate on some project, in case you want to like try out some new ideas, definitely I'm open to that. We can get on chat or probably on a call and like discuss and take it ahead. So that's Shubham Dumbre for you. And my organization's name is Delta the Innovators. So we are into innovation, education, and technology. And you can just search Delta the Innovators on any search engine. You would find us on the top. That's about it. I would like to hand it over back to Sophia.
Yeah,
Sophia, can you hear me?
yeah, definitely. So, so people, this was all about the VPN, what is the virtual private network, the security, and I hope you also, Shubham also said that there are so many of the cities or the states or the other people who don't allow this, but India it is allowed, and we are on the VPN only. So at one point, it is very important because nowadays and easily anybody can hack your computer or the mobiles or the applications right there. Everyone is going smart day by day. So if you people, if you have any questions regarding VPN, and I hope the Shubham will also explain about the other that networking things which is important in our day-to-day lives,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever you are doing, because right now, according to the world which is right now, the situation which is going on, everyone, it is like online, right?
yeah.
We are not going offline, and now each and everything is online only. So on that point, this is very important. So you must know about what is cyber security, what are the security things which you have to think about that. So people, if you have any questions, please free feel to ask us. And if after this, if you are seeing this video and still you have other questions, you can ask us anytime. And Shubham has also said about his LinkedIn profile, and you can reach him directly for that. So this is
Definitely.
all about the VPN today. And Shubham, you want to add something at the end of the session?
Uh, yeah, just don't use it for illegal purposes. I have just imparted this part for you just to make sure that you access the data for your research and development purpose. And the whole idea behind this session was to give you a glimpse of different options which are available for VPNs. If you are low on the budget side, if you are not, you say, no one is funding you at this point, you can definitely go for open source VPNs and try to keep yourself you say expose like be secure, try not to expose too much on the online world, be secure, be safe. That's the ultimate thing that I would
The
like to say.
more you expose yourself, the more people will keep eyes on you and they will do anything, whatever they feel like, right?
Correct,
So,
correct.
this was all about the session, and people, for the other sessions also, or if you want us to explain whatever you feel like regarding the other security purpose, the malwares which are in the computer, or any other updates, anything, whatever you want us to explain, and please give us the topic. We'll definitely reach you out regarding that session. We will keep the session, and I think on that session we will clear all your doubts. So
Sure.
stay safe, don't go outside. This is a very bad situation. Stay home and please be secure. So goodbye for now.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you everyone. Goodbye.